get ready with me while I tell a story about how I pretty much dared my husband to date me. So it was 11 years ago now. I was 19, he was 23. We both worked at the same restaurant. I was a hostess and he was a busboy. I thought he was cute, obviously, but you know, just trying to play cool. So we were both attending the Florida Georgia tailgate, which you don't know is like one of the most massive tailgates like ever. You know, it's an all-day thing. So at some point you have to use the bathroom. And of course, when I looked at the bathroom line was literally a mile long. And the person that happened to be at the very front was my now husband. So I walked right up to him and I said, "Let me cut you in line." And he said, "No, but you can join me and calm down. It's not what you think." So I ended up joining him, and this porta potty had like a urinal and a potty, which I have not seen since. Very revolutionary. Both do our thing. You know, very romantic, very elegant. And as we were walking out, it's just quiet, and I am a little tipsy, so I had some liquid courage. So then out of nowhere, I decide to say, "You won't make out with me." Like, who says that? But anyways, he grabs my face, kisses me, and then we both walk away from each other and didn't speak to each other until the next day at work. So then at work, it was like nothing happened, which was like a little bit mortifying, but at the same time, I just like didn't know how to act. So he, at the end of our work, he asked me if I wanted to come over for dinner. And I was like, of course, yeah. And then we have been together ever since. So I basically dared my husband to date me. So moral of the story, shoot your shot. Here's the final look. I'm going to a Curious George's birthday party for a 1-year-old. So see you later.